Today, I wanted to talk to you about purpose and to challenge the pressure that we often put on ourselves to find that one thing that we're here to do. Because unlike many of the gurus out there, I don't believe that we only get one purpose in life. I like to believe that we could actually have 9 lives or more, and I even have to remind myself that constantly to do this as well. I think that we get so caught up in the idea that we're meant to finish school, go to uni, get a trade, then find that one career for life. But I call BS, and I think it's incredibly boring life. I don't ever want to stay in one thing forever. And that's okay for those that do, but for me, I love growing, evolving, trying new things, and I love that everything I do crosses over and elevates the skills and experiences that I may not have gotten if I stayed in one career with one purpose. Instead, I love that I can go through life having different lives, almost like a cat having 9 lives. So for me so far, I've had a life as a police officer, then a life as a prosecutor, life in corporate sales, running a creative agency, life in travel, and now life as a podcaster and speaker. Each one felt like a completely different identity. And in each one, I had a different purpose. None of them were wasted. They were all built on each other to bring me to exactly where I am now. So why do we put so much pressure on ourselves to lock into just one? When we buy into this idea of having one purpose, there's a few things that happen. We overthink every single decision, afraid of getting it wrong. We stay stuck in careers or businesses that no longer serve us because we think walking away means failure, worrying about what others think will disappoint our loved ones, and we miss the richness of exploring different parts of ourselves and the passions. It's like putting all of our life's meaning into a single box and then being scared to even step outside of it. Now compare that to living as if you have 9 lives. What happens is that you give yourself permission to evolve. You stop treating pivots as failures. You start seeing them as new chapters. You discover that every life adds layers of wisdom, skills, resilience to the next one. And just like a cat, you don't run out of lives. You actually grow from each one. I've started to implement this idea into my life over the last year and has become so freeing. And here's how you can too. Number 1, stop waiting for the perfect clarity. I have done this so many times, waiting for the perfect time to be 100% certain and ready, and instead starting the thing, start the podcast, start the business, start the job, change the job. If it doesn't fit forever, that's okay. It may just be one of those lives. Number 2, you get to collect transferable lessons. Every season gives you the tools you'll use in the next chapter. So what I learned in teaching, policing, or parenting, it all comes with you. One of the things that I started to do recently is all of the lessons that I've learned from each role. The communication skills from managing high conflict situations in the police to sales conversations, from selling millions in travel, everything builds to your life portfolio, and it's humbling having it written down and easy to read. Number 3, redefine your definition of success. It isn't staying in one lane forever. It's using your current life fully, knowing that another one's going to come next, and getting excited that you have the opportunity to have all of your passions. You don't have to give up on the things that really light you up, and you don't have to put pressure to do it all now. When you adopt this 9 lives perspective, life feels lighter. You stop fearing change. You stop comparing your path to anyone else's, and you start living more fully in the season that you're in. Because you're not trying to get it right forever. You're just committed to living this chapter really, really well. So here's my invitation. Instead of asking, what's the one purpose? I want you to ask yourself, what life am I living right now, and how can I live it fully? And when the time comes to step into your next life, welcome it. Because every life you live makes you more of who you are meant to be.